Good day, everybody. How are you all? Today, we are going to talk about probability of dependent events. So, I'll share my screen with you. An oil company drilled 7 wells in the United States and 3 in Nigeria. One of the wells in Nigeria was productive, and 2 of the wells in the US was productive. The remaining wells were dry. For a well selected at random, from those drilled by this company, determine the following probabilities. Part A, probability it was drilled in the United States. So let's do the solution. Total number of wells let me use that. Of wells drilled by the company So let me do something. Drilled by the company is equal to 7 in US plus 3 in Nigeria. Total is 10. So part A, probability the well was drilled in United States. Was drilled in the US is number of wells drilled in US divided by total number of wells drilled. Is equal to 7 out of 10 or 0.7. So this is the answer to part A. Part B. Probability drilled. The well was drilled in the US or dry. So this is same as probability drilled in United States union. So this is union, which is equivalent to or dry. And if we use the general rule of addition, it states general addition rule of probability. Apply, which is probability of, sorry, let me correct it correctly. A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A and B. Okay. So in this case, it will be probability drilled in the United States or dry is equal to probability drilled in US plus probability of dry minus probability of drilled in US and dry. Okay. So probability drilled in the United States, we have already done, is 7 out of 10. Okay. How many wells are dry? Okay. So we have to take a look at the original problem. So let me bring this down. So one of the wells in Nigeria was productive, and 2 of the wells in US was productive. So total number of dry wells is 10 minus 3. 10 total number of wells minus the 3 wells that are productive. So total number of dry wells is also 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 minus drilled in the US and dry. Drilled in the US and dry. 2 of the wells in the United States were dry, right? Let me see. Drilled in the US and dry. So if I move this a little bit, so actually you drilled 7 wells in the United States and 2 of them were productive. So the remaining 5 were dry. So drilled in the US and dry is total 5 wells in the United States are dry. Out of the total number of wells is 10. Okay. So I have to create some more space. And that is equal to 7 plus 7 is 14 out of 10 minus 5 out of 10 is equal to 9 out of 10 is equal to 0.9. So let me go over the steps, what I did so far. So probability of drilled in US or dry, this is union. So we will apply the general addition rule of probability, which is probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A and B. So probability drilled in the US, we did it already in part A, which is 7 out of 10. Dry wells, totally we drilled 10 wells, out of them 2 were productive in US, 1 in Nigeria. So 3 were productive, so 7 were dry, 7 out of 10 probability of dry, minus the intersection part, drilled in the US and dry. 7 drilled in United States, 2 were productive, so 5 drilled in United States and dry. 5 wells. So the last part, the subtraction part, is 5 out of 10 because 5 wells drilled in the United States was dry. So that's why we removed them. We always divide by the total number of wells drilled, which is 10. So this is the application of general addition rule of probability. So 14 out of 10 minus 5 out of 10 is 9 out of 10. So the final answer is 0.9. Okay. Now let's move a little bit up and read the part C of the problem. So part C says, what is the probability that the well is dry given it is drilled in Nigeria? Okay. So part C, probability the well is dry. This means given it was drilled in Nigeria. So we know out of the three wells, let me check and make sure that what I'm saying. Yes, out of the three wells in Nigeria, only one was productive. So the remaining two were dry. So probability the well is dry given it was drilled in Nigeria. So let me reduce this volume a little bit. Don't worry. Okay. So we drilled three wells in Nigeria, out of which one was productive, two were dry. So the probability that the well is dry, given it was drilled in Nigeria. So we'll think of it this way. Out of the three wells drilled in Nigeria, only one was productive. So the remaining two were dry. Okay. So this is dry in Nigeria and total wells in Nigeria. And the answer is equal to 2 out of 3 means 0.667. So this is a conditional probability. Okay. Given means a conditional probability. What was the condition here? The well was drilled in Nigeria. And then we wanted to find out what is the probability the well is dry given it was drilled in Nigeria. We know we drilled three wells in Nigeria, out of which one was only productive. So the remaining two were dry. So 2 out of 3 or 0.667. I will stop here today. If you have any question or comment, you can write me a note. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you like this video, please share with your friends so that you and your friends can review the solutions. And please come back next time. I'll be back with new problem, new solution. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a nice day. See you next time.